Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today's video, as I'm sure you can tell from the title, we're going to go through all my work in progress pages, or whips as people call them. I've decided to challenge myself to complete my works in progress, and hopefully I'll do another video later on showing you how I did with all that, although considering the pile that I found I have, that might be a while off. We're going to start with Clara Markova's Fairy Miracles, which is a new book to me, and I've started the first page. We've started with the Polychromos, beautiful book, and I'm hoping to continue with this today. The next page I have is one of my original, if not maybe my first picture, and that's from Joanna Basford's Enchanted Forest. I started, again, the title page. This is done with castle art pencils, and my favourite owl there. The other page I started in this book is the hedgehog, again done with castle art pencils, as these would have been the only pencils I had at the time. They were my first set, and those are the two pictures I desperately need to complete in here. The next book is Maria Troll's Botanicum, and the page I've started in here is this one. This is a watercolour pencil. I believe I started this, not sure actually, it might be the schpirrer farben watercolours. I'd have to check. Beautiful. Just activated after I'd drawn on with water. On the next page, I've got a few of these. I love these books. These are the Tanya Stallover books, a nice little town series. This is number 4, and we've started this page. I believe this is, it's either the Arteza pencils or the Brute Funa, and a little bit of gel pen that I then went over with Posca just to get it to cooperate. The black is glitter gel pen, and I'm very pleased with the light source I'm creating. You can see it on those coffee beans. That's the first time I tried that. And my little caterpillar there, he's done in fine liner pens. That is that one. I've of course got the Kirby Rosanus Imagi More book. Again, another early page that I started, and yet another page that I didn't finish. I think I chickened out with this one, to be honest. It was going so well, and I wasn't sure how to do the live parts. I wasn't too pleased with the wing I created, and then never went back to it. So I'm going to have to finish him. I'm very pleased with how all the shading worked out to make him look nice and 3D. He really does need finishing. That's that one. So then we have Joseph Cattinbank page. This is the Mythographic Aquatic, and I watched a video, can't remember whose it was now, and they were doing these pages with gel pen, glitter gel pen. So I tried that, and the problem is the way I've done it, I don't like it, and then I never went back to it. So whether I can finish this, well, I suppose if it's part of the challenge, I'm going to have to. But yeah, it's not my favourite. The next book I have is another mythographic, again by Joseph Cattenbang. It's the Imagi book, and this is my fox page. Very pleased with this one. I followed Julie's passion for colouring for this one. I don't normally follow along for a picture, but I thought I'd try it, and to be honest, I'm really glad I did. The colour choices are lovely, and it's really starting to take shape. This is with my first picture with the Prismacolors. I think that's probably why I followed someone, just to learn them. And they are what everyone says they are. They're beautifully soft, creamy pencils that blend very easily. Wasn't a challenge to do at all. There's that one. We then have another mythographic by Joseph Cattenbang, the mythographic Animals this time, and the page I've started is this one. As strange as it is, I think the thing I am most pleased with is this sponge up here. There we go. Managed to make it look nice and 3D. But yeah, we haven't even picked colours for the seahorse yet. Just started on the leaves that go with it. It's going really well so far, so we need to carry on with that. I believe that one is also Castle Art. Castle Art and Black Widow, I think. I'd added some of the Black Widow set on by then. The next one I have, and you wouldn't think these would take long or be left, but they do, and they are. I've got the 100 Perfect Patterns by David Hinkin Jr. and I have this gloriously bright page that I did a while ago and then left. I'd never use neon gel pens, so I thought what better way to use them up than in one of these. So we just need to get this bottom half finished, and hopefully it'll look good then. Get that bottom bit done. Be a nice break from all those mythographic pages I'm going to have to do. The next one, I really like Jade Summers grayscale pages, and if you've seen my Instagram, obviously I quite regular do post those. But the first one of hers I got was this Chippy Girls Horror, and this is a line art page, not a grayscale, and I started this one, and wasn't quite sure with my colours. It's a very early picture, not as adept at picking out a cohesive colour palette when I started, and obviously my shading's improved a lot since I started, and I just really need to try and crack on and finish her really. Not my favourite girl, but definitely excited to do her in the grayscale version. I then got Christina McAllister's Lost Lumina book, which as it says is a sequel to the Lumina Chronicles. These are gorgeous pictures, very unusual. They have stories on the other side regarding the pages, and this is this one. This is done solely in brute Funa pencils for a cheap budget set of oil pencils. They're fabulous, I must admit. As you can see, I use mine quite often, and over time I've got, you know, a bit more experienced and sure of how to layer and blend them. And she's coming along nicely. Just need to finish her off. Hoping to use her for Sammy's colour and chat. Her checklist challenge. This will be my fire page if I ever get it finished. Got till April, I suppose. Need to get a move on. The next one is a Camellia Angel Clover picture. This is 50 dream catchers to colour, and we have this page. Again, you wouldn't think these things would take me so long, but unfortunately they do. One tassel, 3 more to go, but these are lovely pages. Again, these are brute Funa pencils, and just need to continue on. It's a good job I write down all the colour I use in these pages, or I'd never be able to match things up. The next book I have is Butterflies. This is just kind of an Amazon, bumped you there once it settles, just an Amazon printed book, and I started this one and really didn't get very far. Obviously it took me too long and I got fed up. Again, I think that's my brute Funas again, I think. Again, I'll have it written down somewhere and I'll be able to pull them out to continue it. So that's another one to finish. The next is from Disney Princesses by Hatchet Heroes. These are always lovely books on really nice paper. As you can see, this is much smaller than the usual ones. I started at this page. A lot of people use a marker base for their pictures, and I don't usually do that. I either use a marker or pencil. So I thought I'll try it. I put my markers down and then shaded the Arteza pencils over the top. My first practice at gold there. And I wasn't that keen on how it was turning out, and then never went back to it. Still need to shade the swirl as well there and work out how to make this look more translucent. Done a little bit of grey to start it off, but yep, she needs finishing as well. Another terribly weak start. We've got one of the bigger Hatchet Heroes books, the Disney Silhouettes, Magique. This is beautiful pages, lovely concept, where all the characters are silhouetted out and you get pictures of things that correspond to those characters. And I started the first picture, which is Alice in Wonderland's White Rabbit, and this is as far as I got. We've got a clock and a flower. I wanted to use these colours, which was going to be blue and red, and that's the Arteza pencil. No, that's Prismacolor actually. I think that was me testing out how they lay down on this paper, so we need to get that one finished as well. I then started, I did quite a few pictures for the Christmas in July colour along, and I got this book, the Creative Haven book by George Defexis, which is the Christmas colour by number, and I started this page, and I used I think I used, yes I did, my brute Fruna pencils, and I either didn't layer them properly or they don't like this paper, and I didn't finish it in time for the colour along ending and then never went back to it. So that's one that I need to finish and fix. Try layering the pencils a bit slower, see if they sit better. We've got another colour by number. This is The Beautiful book by Felicity James, and I started, you can tell I like starting the title pages, can't you? Because they're usually easier small pictures, because I work a lot, so when you've not got a lot of time, these are simpler. The butterfly is all done. I just need to finish the hummingbird, and again those are castle art and brute Fruna pencils. Then we've got some Colour Questopia books. I mentioned in a previous video, I think, with the Hatchet Heroes colour by numbers. I find it very relaxing doing the lines, the gel pen or the black lines in these books, and sometimes because of that I get a lot further ahead with my gel pen lines than I do colouring the pictures in. So we have quite a few of these partway done that I'm going to have to finish off. That is The Beautiful Hummingbirds. I've got a couple in the dinosaurs book of theirs, or dinosaur should I say, this one, and obviously must have been halfway through my black lines there. And then on my fairy magic book, which I think was the first one I got of these, this is the one that started me off with airbox. Look, that's what happens when you forget to put your blotter pages in and then realise. And these again all lined, and now need finishing off. I've then got a Dover colouring book. I've got a couple of these stained glass books, and they're actually the see-through stained glass paper, so I've put a piece of white behind so you can see. And like anyone, when you start colouring and you're trying to learn which kind of books and pictures and supplies and art style you like, I bought many different things and realised I don't actually really enjoy these transparent pages all that much, so again never went back to it. Those are markers, so I need to finish that page. And then some of my favourite relaxer pages by Sunlife Drawing, World of Mice. I started this book belongs to Paige, of course. That is in castle art pencils, and I lined them with glitter gel pen, which you can see a little bit there. And then I also did this page in pencil. This was pretty much my first attempt with these. I've since learnt these are much simpler done in marker, and that is how I do these now. So I need to finish this one with my castle art pencils just to remove that work in progress. I then saw a video, again I think it might have been Lisa's Colouring Corner, but she showed this cross-stitch style book by Alice Mills Press. They've since got another one out, but this is the Adorable Nature, and I've started this one. I'd say there's spoilers with these, but you actually get the picture on the other side, so I don't really consider them to be. These are actually a lot of fun, especially I did mine with an alcohol marker, but I don't think you'll even be able to see the symbols. Are very hard on the eyes. You need good eyesight for these, and probably just do them a little bit at a time in shorter sessions, definitely. So I need to finish that one, and then one of my first books was also by Sunlife Drawing, the one colour animal stencils, and I did a lot of pages in here because obviously when lockdown started and we were all at home, these were very relaxing. And I have my snail. He's actually in the Crayola twistable crayons, and I think because of that I found him too difficult to finish and only use up my gel pens with these. So I need to come back to this one. I could maybe just finish the black and then do a different colour gel pen. We'll see. I got the 40 colouring pages by Sunlife Drawing. Thought this was a really nice idea to see which books I'd like from them, and it works wonders to make you purchase more things. And I've finished a few in here, but the one I started and haven't really got back to is this mosaic mandala, and that one is in, well, I assume from the streaking it's a water-based marker. Again, I'll have it written down somewhere, so we need to finish that as well. I then bought, after watching someone's colouring haul, I like the line dot spirals books. They never really have an author. They always seem to be Amazon printed on the Amazon paper, and as you can see you can't tell much about them. I will say the dots in these are very small. These are a more advanced version of the dots, lines and spirals, and I started this one, and I haven't put a spoiler on it because I didn't get far enough for it to spoil anything. We did this, and this will probably take me a while, so we need to finish this page, seeing as that's enough to make it a whip. More of a spoiler really is with these. I have the Walking Dead version of that series as well, and oh no, I don't think you can tell what that's going to be yet. So this is the page I've started in this one. You can see how they turn out from the pre-made example, and these are very relaxing, but again quite tricky on the eyes. The first book I got in that series was Supernatural, so I really like Supernatural, and I've started a few in here, so definite spoilers with this one if you don't want to see. We've got her coming along nicely, and him in a purple, which is probably a bad idea. Get my pen will run out before he's finished. And the last one I started is this one. Don't ask me why I've started 3, I'm not really sure. Don't think I noticed myself at the time that I was doing that. So now I'll have to finish all 3 of those. We've got a big book next. I bought Colour Quest Animals by John Woodcock. I got this second hand on Amazon, and they were clear that it was second hand, but they had put that it was in very good condition. And when I got it, it had a page missing, a page loose, and obviously a little bit of colouring done to it. But when I contacted them, she refunded me some money because I wanted to keep it, and so I'm alright with it. And I've started with this one. They are, as you can see, all done in very unusual colours. This is a colour by number, and I do the lines first, and I've done this in the Le Maché markers, and looking at being a pink parrot there. And these are big books, very big, so we need to finish that one. And a definite spoiler with this one, if you don't want to see pages from these, I've done this page in the mystery colours, the donkey. That's done with Castle Art pencils, and these are very fun, quite relaxing, takes all the pressure off. I'm not too bothered about how close I match. You'll be there all day otherwise, as long as I've got a light and a dark green and an orange and a dark brown and a sky blue and a light purple. That's close enough for me. I kept seeing everyone do with the mystery colour magazines, and you can't get those in the UK, so this is a collection of some of the pages by Joe Bartos, so I grabbed that on Amazon. And the last one, finally, last book should I say, couple in here, is again one of the Hatchet Heroes, the Le Grand Classique, Tome 2 by Disney. And again, I've started doing the black lines. Definite spoilers here. We've got the chipmunks, Aladdin and Jasmine, and I assume that's Gaston, and possibly, oops, bumped you again, his horse, and we'll part way around Tigger and Eeyore as well. So I technically also need to finish those to count for my finished pages. So like I said, I hope to get through, well, many if not all of these over the next, I'll need to give myself a couple of months at least, I think. Don't get that much time. But I do enjoy, so it's time to finish them. Consider it a challenge in itself. Maybe you should try and challenge yourself to do some of your whips with me. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please press the like button. If you've got any requests for future videos, you can send me a message. My details are at the bottom of the video. Do subscribe if you like the channel, and of course ring the notification bell if you want to be notified of when our videos go up. I'm planning for them to be a Tuesday and a Friday, hopefully nice and regular for you. So like I say, any ideas for videos, do let me know. I'll add them to my list. Thank you for watching.